Welcome back to Tales of Yavard. We are Mythcraft TTRPG podcast, and this is our first campaign, The Sea's Tale. I am Corey Griffin, and I am our MC. With me today, I got Kobe.
Hey, it's Kobe, and I play Les Shihan.
Jesse.
Hey, I'm Jesse, and I play Zeppa.
Adam.
Hi, I'm Adam, and I'm playing Goron Stormclaw.
And last but not least, we got Joe.
What's going on, guys? I'm playing Yusuri Urukoni. On the last time of Tales of Yavard, the crew took a trip to a tavern, learned some not-so-fun things, quickly left, took a stroll around the town, and got back to the ship. Stay tuned to find out what happens now.
So you all laid down in your soft and cozy bed.
I don't like the description he's giving. It's too detailed. We're fucked.
We're all gonna die.
I need one of you to make me a luck check.
Goron.
Goron.
I was specifically not in a comfy, cozy bed. I was on a boat in the deck of the
boy.
ship.
That sounds like a you problem.
Okay.
I'm trying to gain us a benefit. I'm hoping I'll be aware of something happen if someone tries to fucking.
Here we go.
You
Oh, not bad. Okay.
Ooh.
Hey.
Dirty. It's a dirty 20.
Lesh. You hear a soft thunk, and then Millie start saying some not so good words. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Like, yeah, like, is it like, is there any panic in her voice, or does she just sound like a kid who's alone who can swear because she knows she's alone?
It sounds almost like she's hurt.
Oh yeah, Les is out of
She
the
fell
fucking boat already.
She fell asleep. Calling it now. She fell asleep and fell off of the crow's nest.
That's what I was thinking.
As you look over at the mast, you see Millie sitting there, leaning against the mast, rubbing the top of her head. Adam, I charge fucking rent.
See, I was thinking somebody was approaching the boat, so she threw a knife at him and missed and screamed, "Fuck!"
Shit! just from down below, Yusuri asleep, just Millie language.
Oh, he doesn't care.
I know,
That's more of a Goron thing than anything.
probably.
And you
But
see her
Goron
like
is not
rubbing.
there, so.
You see her rubbing the top of her head, and she's like, "Fuck, that hurt.
What did
Broken
you do?
nail, huh?"
Oh, did you try to climb down on your nail broke so you lost your grip?
And then I fell like the last 10 feet. That hurt.
I think let Les out a little laugh. Not a big one, but there's a like he's still a little drunk, and he's that uncle. It's not gonna lie. He's well, next time be more careful, and maybe we find a way that doesn't require your nails to break to get up and down.
No, I don't like using the ropes. It's so slow. They're so far apart.
Well, maybe
Just
we
climb
can
up the side.
Well, or you keep bonking your head. That's the option you can take. Yes.
I've been up and down like 7 times. That's the first time it happened.
So 1 out of 7 times. That's a good ratio. But if you're going to be our watchman, you're going to be going up and down a lot. So you're going to be hitting that 7 mark very often. So we maybe want to find a different way. Maybe we make an adjustment, find a quick way for you to get up that doesn't use ropes. We'll figure that out in the long run. I need to go back to bed. It is fucking way too late for this.
You know what else we can do? You know what else we can do? What else we can do?
Les is like halfway in the boat already. Like
Let's.
yes,
What else we
Millie?
can do? We could get me a helmet with a spike.
I love the way you think.
Death from above.
Then she stick into the ground when she falls.
Doom.
Then it won't hurt.
She'll get better use at a barrel roll, though.
Yeah, I think immediately after that he's gonna be like, aren't you supposed to be going back to bed after your wash? I think it's quite late for that at this point. Why don't you head downstairs? And
Yeah, it's your turn.
fuck. I was gonna say wake up your sir and make him do it, but I guess I can take watch.
No, you're up. I don't have to worry about waking anybody up. You're up. That's how this works, right? I woke you up.
That doesn't
Yeah, I woke you
count. Your self-injury did not count as my alarm. This is bullshit.
You're up.
Okay, fuck. Fine. Go to bed. Sleep on, Millie.
And then she will scurry off back down into the bowels of the ship.
Really glad I rolled high on the luck check.
I want to know what low was.
She falls into the
Oh,
ocean.
it was which encounter it was gonna be.
Oh, okay. We got a good one.
We get a funny one.
Oh yeah, we got it. Yeah, pretty good.
I imagine it's like this. You can see where she like started to skid down on the mat. So there's just one part where you see like scratch mark going down.
The mask took 1d4 damage.
Just fix that.
You see a certain you see claws, and then you don't see claws for like the last 10 feet.
One of them
the-
stuck a little bit in the mast.
Mhm. You also see one like 10 feet up. Just a singular claw. Mark. Or a full claw. Anyway, you all may take a rest.
So, assuming we all get a full rest and nothing happens until we wake up, Goron will get up, get himself ready, go out, make sure everyone's good, make sure Gregory is either asleep or good if he's awake, and then he will go sing to his tree on the top deck of the ship.
Da, 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 da.
Less seeing Goron awake because he was on watch still is going to. Good morning, my friend. I am leaving the ship in your stable hands. I have a story for you later, is all I have to say. And then he's gonna go lay in his hammock.
I do love that he said Goron's stable hands.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
well
no.
adjusted. You deal with this.
Zephyr's gonna go and find the kitchen, and seeing that Lesh didn't make breakfast this time, he's gonna be a little disappointed, but try his own.
So Lush hasn't been making breakfast for a couple days now because you have a chef as part of your crew.
Yep.
Oh,
The albino hairless.
Yeah,
That's
we gotta
right.
cook.
I forgot we gotta cook.
Yeah. Les just now makes road pastries for you, the boys, when we're out.
And as you walk in, you see the chef is there with some eggs with a garlic aioli, sausage, bacon, some fried potatoes. He has a full spread for you all to go ahead and enjoy.
If we have a little bit of time, how long would it take me to try and get something in the cask of brewing, the brewer's cask going?
I mean, I feel like it probably wouldn't take much more than an hour.
Would I be able to make a check to get something started?
Yeah, give me that intellect check.
May I use my brewing skill?
Yes.
Ooh, 9.
It started.
Okay.
First batch. We'll work out the kinks in the second one.
That's fine. It's the first time he's done it. Literally just a spur of the moment. Oh, I should probably give this a shot. Thing. He'll get better with time. It's all good.
Do you keep the brewing cast on you, or
No. That's gonna stay on the ship for now. I don't have it with. I don't carry it around.
Okay.
But I am. I am attuned to it.
Okay. Missouri, what are you doing?
Don't really have anything planned. Probably just getting up, walking around, making sure nothing is out of the ordinary. Everything is, and everyone is probably doing. Yeah, they're still waking up or, seeing what people are up to.
As you get up, and Millie and her brother still share that other bed in your room, right?
Right.
You look over and you see Millie has her arms wrapped around her brother, and then her tail like over both of them. Neither one of them are under the blanket, but they are sleeping.
Precious.
I would probably, before I leave, as Jesse just pantomimed, I would probably like pull the blanket over them.
You just hear a soft, "Thank you."
Yusuri legitimately does not know how to react to that. He's probably just gonna like walk out quietly. he doesn't know
It's
how
not
to
coming
feel
from-
good emotions.
It's not coming from Millie. It's actually coming from her brother, which I need to go back and listen to what I named that character.
Matt.
Matt.
Matt. Got it.
Mathis.
Actually coming
This
from
is full name, but
Yeah.
yeah, Matt.
It's okay. So I have a card named Mathis. I just must not have had him next to Millie. Anyway, so it would be Matt that says thank you, and you get the impression that they both stayed up later than you might have thought.
Nice. Do I get the sense that he's awake, or is he just kind of like in a half sleep?
Half sleep.
Okay. Yeah. He doesn't know how to process it, so he's just gonna quietly walk out. Now, if he was awake and was just kind of trapped there because his sister's clinging on to him, that's different. But
Just have Yusuri visit Goron's family.
I think the culture shock.
Oh,
I think the
Yeah.
culture shock might kill his spirit.
Yeah.
You mean I have to climb into this tree to go into a home? But yeah, you would come across some of the crew, and Clyde will come up to you and be like, "Hello. Are we going to have shore leave, or are you just going to keep us on the ship until you figure out what you're doing?"
I suppose the latter choice, though we will have something together here shortly. So stand by for an answer. It won't be much longer.
All right then. And then the dragon folk would turn and walk away. You do get that kind of people want to know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go and find the rest of the crew. That way we can talk about it.
Yeah, Goron will still be up top probably, unless somebody like calls him for something specific. Just making sure the tree's doing well, making sure everything looks good.
Yeah, you
Zephyr's on
find
like his third plate of food.
munching out. We got a good chef. Yeah, let's just Pally passed out in the hammock, like book over his face.
You want me to roll to see how good the food is today? I have his cooking skill done.
Go for it.
Okay, Goron 2.0, calm down.
So that's a 32. These are some of the best eggs you've ever had. No wonder you're on your third plate.
I'm sorry. Did I say third plate? I meant like 8.
I mean, he put all his points into cooking.
Hell yeah, man's a chef.
Well, when you literally all but die in the sun, find what you do.
Mm-hmm.
He is an albino with no hair. But yeah, so you gathered them all together. Lesh is in the boat.
He's in
Goron
the hammock.
He's in his hammock now.
Oh, did he go down?
Mhm.
Yeah, I started went to the hammock, but I would easy to wake if you approached.
So, as he approaches, he's gonna notice that Lesh is in his hammock, and he's going to very quickly just spin it a couple of times so that the ends tighten up, so he's trapped in it.
I'm gonna need some kind of check for that. I'm angling for dexterity or strength.
Can I give you athletics? Can I give you intimidating?
No, I will take athletics though.
15.
That's your escape DC.
I think Lesh, like, the book's over his face too, so he can't see who did it. He's just stuck right now. It's like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck? Oh, you motherfuckers! And I can I activate my Reaper Scythe and just shred the fucking hammock?
Yeah. You can, but I think you, Suri, would be within 5 feet.
You are so lucky I don't know it's you, because if Les knew it was Usuri, he would not be afraid to make Usuri take a fucking hit. But, alright, what am I rolling?
You don't know.
Exactly, yep. And it would not be surprised with her fucking...
It'll be whatever the attack is for that Reaper Scythe ability.
No, I'm not going to use it. I'm going to try to escape, just in case.
DC.
So it's 15. Can I use... I have nothing for this.
I would also argue that you're effectively grappled.
Yeah.
Or restrained.
Yeah. Alright, I can give a dex check. Or the dex or strength.
I would take either one.
Definitely gonna do
It's
dex.
strength.
Aw.
Oof, close.
So close.
I'm just gonna accept it. Let's just go like drunk die. He just sit there, he's like,
I am a cocoon now.
literally he's like, all right, I guess I'm tucked in from whoever this is. Thank you very much.
I didn't want to get up anyway.
I just walk out. No words, no nothing. I just walk out. No, I would. If I don't see a struggle, it's not fun anymore, and so I'll just help him out.
He definitely flopped like a caterpillar for a hot minute, and it just made it worse, I think. And he just gave up. Like, yeah, you say, I expect things like this from your child you've adopted, but really? You? Really?
I saw an opportunity and took it. It was funny.
Oh no, I'm totally putting it in my book. I am doing it to someone next time I see them in the hammock.
I want to see how many times it would take you to pass that DC.
Ooh,
Okay,
Okay, there we go. All right.
barely.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Listen, success is a success.
He doesn't stick the landing, but he gets out.
flops out of it, eats shit.
Freedom plaque! Oh!
That's what you get for making Duran pastries.
Shit, pastries were great. I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, I mean, I guess we all gathered, right? Are we getting breakfast all together? I'll definitely, if we're getting food.
And you
I'll
walk
get a
in and you see, Zephyr's working on his 8th plate of food.
I don't know. As long as it took him to get out of that hammock, I'm probably on like 10 by now.
plate. Effectively eating out the kitchen. Fair enough.
Raising.
You see Craig Morta in the ship, or in the galleys, just like cooking it almost as fast as Zephyr is eating it, trying to keep enough up for everybody.
You guys tried these eggs? This man's a genius.
How could we? They're on your stomach, my friend.
You just gotta be quicker.
He was otherwise occupied.
So,
Les is not responding to that. He's not. He's letting that one go right over.
captains, bosses. I don't know what y'all want me to call you. This is
Les
Craig Morta
works.
speaking. Sorry, what was that?
I like Les. Les works for me. I don't need no special.
All right, Les's.
We are the Leses.
You could just not address us with the title. It's okay. You could just openly conversate.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
I'll
with
get
the
to
way
work
he
with
eats, we're gonna be out of rations before too long. That's like 3 days worth of rations right there. He points at the stack of plates that Zephyr is.
Oh, no.
it. If you keep cooking, I'll just keep eating. It's up to you.
Yeah, feel very free to.
I
cut
didn't
them
want it
off.
to go to waste.
There are other people to eat.
We eat people.
All right, I think that's
My brain went there too.
He just gives you a dumbfounded look.
I smile.
Goes back
And
to
then-
shoveling eggs.
Ow.
You smile, and then you see him like sniff, and then he gets a panicked look on his face, and he starts moving the egg some more again.
Yeah,
Sir? Sir?
they were gonna start burning.
I don't think that was the implication.
That was the.
He
Yeah,
smelled
that
the egg
was-
starting to burn, and he
He
started.
was
moving them so they wouldn't
staring at Zephyr like. Started like what's going on? Oh, shit.
Oh, no, see, that's not how I took that. I took that as like not people.
No. It was the implication was
Okay, the eggs are burning.
smelt that the eggs were sitting still for too long. They're not burnt. They just might be a little bit more well done than the rest of
Yeah.
them.
How's it? What's his technique? Is he on, off, like Gordon Ramsay?
No, he's trying to keep up with Zephyr at this point. It's constantly on. It's just constant movement. Airless.
Okay.
I've said this a few times. Anyway,
Right. So,
all 5 of you are in the room. Luna's there as well.
good morning, everyone.
Good
It
morning, my
is
friend.
morning.
We have a quick decision to make. The crew is wondering if they are allowed to go on shore leave or not. I told them I would be giving them an answer here quickly once we make the decision.
When we saw the other boat get the Tomras get arrested, did they fuck with any of the other boat people, or was it just the?
Just the Tamaras.
Pretty sure it was just the Tamaras. Yeah.
I mean, they were definitely after us of all people, not necessarily. I mean, you and Luna, and that's who the bear saw itself that ran away. So I think they should be okay. I feel like we don't need to keep them captive on the ship. But if they are leaving, I do not want your cousin on the ship. I apologize for them to be suspicious, but kindly fuck that dude. Yeah, I don't want to leave him on the ship. But besides that, I think let them go.
Where would you want to keep?
I do not believe we have much of a choice in that regard at the moment, unfortunately.
And maybe another talk of being in a locked room. I just, there's lots of bad things that can happen, and I mean, we can keep our crew here, make him stay with them, and that's just making our crew get stuck on the ship. I feel like
We
that's
could
gonna.
also do a rotation.
Ooh,
This is true.
didn't even think of that.
It does not everything is all or nothing. Sometimes moderation is key.
Though we could let your cousin sleep in the hammock, right, Lesh?
I think that'd be a great idea. We should take a nice nap.
I'm not sure what you're referring to.
Care to explain?
I think it'd be better if we showed you. You want to go take a nap? Do that?
No.
Then another time. But yes, since you are the one who, how would we want to do like shifts? How do we want to do this rotating thing?
You would hear Craig Morta speak up, and he's like, well, 50-50 normally works pretty well.
And
Yes.
I guess we should find some sort of. What do we do if some shit hits the fan and we need to dip? What do we want to do about that?
But, I mean, you'd have to wait, either leave half the crew behind or wait for them to come back.
We should keep a list of crew members and check off who's on the ship and who's not at any given time, so we know if anybody's missing when they return.
I think something like that would be smart to help keep track of it.
I agree.
It'd also be a good job we could give Millie to keep her on during the day, so it's not necessarily like a watch thing. We could make her be the quote unquote like hall monitor, give that the passage people leave and stuff. That might keep her occupied.
Or her brother, perhaps. And have him do something to help as well.
Yes, definitely.
You hear Craig Morta speak again. It's like, honestly, that little dude peeled all of these potatoes last night. I didn't expect to come back to that many potatoes peeled.
Impressive.
Looks like we have another little ship on our hands.
I'm not sure I would go that far. He's just adequate with a knife. Surprisingly.
Seems to be something that runs in their family.
Ah,
Well, regardless, we can leave the matter of who actually takes care of the list to the two of them. But I think it's a good idea.
Are we just down in like the galley, or did we go up to like the captain? Like the.
I'm assuming you guys are in the galley.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
we're,
Craig Morta wouldn't be speaking.
yeah, we're talking to Cremota right now.
Yeah, I think Legend is probably trying to eat breakfast right now if he can get a plate before Zephyr fucking does.
He's tapered off a little bit. Let other people have a bite.
A bite. A bite. You get one. I've just consumed 10 plates worth of food. You may have a bite.
You hesitate in between bites to speak, and I'm like, you gonna finish that?
That's some Windwalker mentality there.
I mean, yeah, Goron's probably got like a plate. He's got like one arm kind of like blocking it from Zephyr as he eats. He's got siblings. He knows how this works.
What are you guys going to do today?
So, I have a question, I suppose, that may be better suited for private conversation regarding our plans overall during our time here.
Yes, let us find some privacy then. And, I mean, is the galley, like, private enough that we could kind of just, like, have what's-his-face kind of skedaddle for a bit, or is it kind of, like, we should probably head up to the little, like, captain's quarter we got going?
I mean, he's probably got cleanup and stuff he has to do. I don't want
True,
to
yeah.
leave the kitchen like alone.
Just to give you guys a reminder of what the fortune bounty looks like. Roll 20 change things. Give me a minute.
While you're doing that, assuming we get up, I would go and find Clyde and ask if he would be willing to divide everybody in half 50-50.
Yeah,
That
that's
way
pretty
they can take turns.
Yeah.
Like, he's the one that asked about it, so I'd
Yeah,
be
no,
like,
that makes sense.
Yeah. As you guys are walking,
That's
14.
you guys are leaving the galley because you're not going to get any privacy.
Yeah,
if
we would-
Yeah.
We coming in for food and stuff.
for the private conversation, we would go upstairs, and then before I go up there is when I would find Clyde. And
Yeah, it would be relatively easy for you to find. He's still
Right.
kind of meandering around the step on the same deck as the galley, which is the second deck, which is the same deck as all of the officers. So, yes, he would do that for you. All right. And then he would move to go down below to grab and speak with the rest of the crew.
Okay.
So, and then you all can make your way to the officer's cabin. And Luna will say, and what was your question, Corman?
So, we have broad goals. But what exactly is the plan to achieve these goals?
First, we need to gather information and figure out why things are happening. And then we need to kill everything that's causing a problem. Sounds like a good plan for me.
I mean, I can't argue with that logic. I mean, it sounds like it would work. It might be a little violent and I think excessive, but
I also feel like there's some details that need to be worked out.
What details would you like?
you know, steps 1 through any.
Step 1, gather information. Step 2, kill people.
Can I get maybe like a 1A, 1B for the gathering?
What information specifically are we looking for? Where would we prefer to find it? And how long would we like to spend gathering information? I think starting there
And
will
what
give us a
method
good...
should we use to find this information?
We need to figure out what they're doing with the Tamaras and the Arconi. We know they're arresting them. We know that they're going to some labor camp, but why? Who is causing this? Like, what is their agenda? Why are they wanting this done? So I feel like those are the two things that we need to know.
I would imagine the, was it one of the Parvos here? I genuinely can't remember.
It's Larko.
Larko. I would imagine the Larkos here are in charge and are responsible for everything going on. And we know they have some level of information regarding, at the very least, you and Yusuri, due to yesterday's events.
I mean, from what it's looking like, it may be not to suggest a party split, but we do have 2 avenues to go down. and we are trying to keep cover low. A big group of us may attract more attention. I obviously suggest we keep the rowdier bunches less rowdy. Try to keep it strictly to information gathering. And then I'm going to, look very heavily at you, Suri, Zephyr, and Luna. Just three of you, look back between the three guys, I know what you guys want to do here. But no.
I have a question. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go right ahead.
Okay. During our time walking around, have I seen any animals in this port town? Actually, amongst the town?
I feel like there would be stray cats.
We got trains.
Wish there was a way to record all of those trains, and then we could call it a training montage.
So since there's a train, I split the groups up as evenly as possible. We don't have to RP it, but I have the Raideen split from one in both groups. At some point, I would have a conversation with the Raideens and tell them specifically something to the degree of, hey, I want one of you guys in each group. If one group goes to shore, one of you go with them, the other one stay on the boat, and y'all flip flop. That way, we've got trustees in each group.
Eyes and ears in both groups all at all times. Yeah, that's smart.
Oh, this is some fucking trains, bro. This is not just one.
3, oof. My plan is to use Commune with Beast to talk to animals, because they can communicate simple emotions and basic information about anything that they would see as noteworthy happening in the last 24 hours. So any weird activity, any unusual movement from the local strays that they would notice might be good information for us to have.
Yeah, and you would have seen some, a few cats wandering about. You'd have seen some rats.
Okay.
You'd have seen a few dogs, not many.
Okay.
Most dogs and stuff would have been in whatever homes they're attached to. There may have been a stray or two.
Any chickens?
You do not see any chickens.
That's fine. But yeah, so Goron will I can collect information rather discreetly, I believe. Maybe not the most detailed, but it would at least provide us a decent starting point. Perhaps a few leads.
Yes, I like the sound of that. You, Siri, I know you still do wear that name. Is there any chance that could be of any use in this situation with getting information, having that name? I know they're technically being wanted, but is having that as a weight to throw around maybe something we can use?
It's a 50-50 gamble. It could be in my favor, it could be not. I will say I got lucky that it wasn't captured while we were on Monster.
Fair enough.
I think perhaps for the moment we leave that stone unturned.
Yes, a back pocket in case it's needed. And do you think it's best for maybe you to stay here then, Goran, while you collect that information and we split off that way? Or how would you...
I can stay near the ship, yes, as long as I can be in proximity to some of the local wildlife.
My only worry is the more time being here that our ship is going to be targeted, and I would like at least one of us. Though while the Redine are trustworthy, they are not to trust one of us being close by to the ship, and having someone with a bracelet nearby that could have us come back and even hold off on an attacker if need be.
We can remain near the ship, yes.
As you say the word, one of us with the bracelet, you all hear in your mind, "Hey, where'd you go? What's going on? Yusuri! 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 Goron! Goron! Goron!
Well,
Les! Les! Zephyr!"
okay, I will. Well, so she called Yusuri first. So is Yusuri going to get up and answer?
Yeah.
And you're hearing it through the
Right.
The bracelet.
I'm also
yeah.
assuming she's literally outside on the mast.
No, I think
She
she's
was.
in the bed.
She
Oh.
in bed because she was
Right.
sleeping.
She's literally calling us from her bedroom. She is such a fucking teenager.
It's a preteen.
Yeah, literally. Oh my god.
It's so funny.
We're screwed when she gets like a year or two on us.
Yeah, you sir, you would probably get up and just go down to. Well, he would look up at the mast first.
She's not up there.
Okay, yeah, he would go down. To the
Power
bedroom.
move. Punch through the floor with your sessions and be like,
Ah!
"Oh, do not do that for not important situations."
He's gonna
Listen,
make me
urgent.
be mean.
Boom!
He's gonna
God.
make me have to discipline.
As
if we're-
Yusuri goes to walk away, I'll be like, go get them, Papa Bear, and cast Intuition.
He just
Okay.
keeps walking. He doesn't even. Like you can tell he moves his shoulders like he appreciates it, but again, good feelings, doesn't know how to react.
If we're adjourning, Goron will go like out and then down the gangplank and sort of find a spot like in front of the ship or like on the dock or whatever right next to the ship, and start trying to coax like whatever animals he sees nearby to try and come over so he can talk to them.
Okay.
Zephyr's gonna take the time to find a slightly more appropriate form for Smudge. So it's gonna be taking the form of a lynx this time.
Okay.
Stat-wise, that's the hunting familiar.
I was wondering when we were gonna see and what it was gonna be.
The big cat.
I love. It's a very pretty kitty you got there, my friend.
Yes, thank you. You've met Smudge.
Yes, and give it a little head scritches.
Okay.
Uh,
Les, what are you doing?
I was gonna say, Zeph, now that you have your links, do you want to accompany? I think I might try to stop by the apothecary before it gets too late in the day.
Yes, I'd love to. That sounds fantastic. I'd love to see what they have there.
Yeah, I think we're gonna head down the dock, and I'm gonna, before I walk down, be like, hey, be careful. You turn to cat call over there, the kitties and stuff, so have some grace when you walk by them. Let's not scare them away, okay?
I'll be very careful.
Got respect for what you're doing, Goron. I appreciate you getting the information.
It won't be much.
All right. I'm gonna start with Yusuri. I think I'm gonna start with Yusuri. And then move into Goron and then move into the other two. Yusuri, you walk down to your room. and you see Millie is up moving about, getting a bunch of her knives together and like putting them on her belt before she starts digging for a couple more, trying to find anything sharp that she can get her hands on. And you hear her kind of panicking. They didn't respond. Something's wrong. We're gonna have to go save them. And you hear Matt just like, calm down. They probably didn't go anywhere yet. No, we got to save them.
Oh, my heart.
And this is what you hear happening on the other side of the door.
I just opened the door.
You see her turn around and she's like, "Yay! Okay, they're safe."
Yes, we're safe. We haven't even left the ship yet.
Well, you normally wake us up.
You had a late night. I was just going to let you rest.
I
Plus,
thought something was
most of-
wrong.
Most of the time, you're awake before I am.
No, I mean, you're loud when you're waking up. You snore your loudest right before you wake up. It normally wakes up Matt, who, when he starts moving, he wakes me up.
Well, there's not really anything I can do about that, but my apologies.
I just figured I'd let you know some of your faults.
Brutally honest. Okay.
Didn't we have this conversation last night?
Honest
and badass.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, something honest to keep in mind.
Yes.
I need you to use a bracelet again. There's something important I need you to tell everybody. Tell them that you're an honest badass.
I am an honest badass! Wait. It didn't work.
Yes, that is correct. It didn't work. Because it only has one charge per hour. What would happen if within that hour there was an actual emergency?
I thought you guys were in trouble, so I had to check.
Maybe have a look around the ship first. I've seen how you move. You can move quick.
I needed the knives.
You don't need all of them to check around the ship. Grab what you can carry.
What if... Okay, but like, what if the ship was under attack? Then I would need all my knives.
Well, then you can use the bracelet.
I did not know it wasn't under attack.
You should have checked.
Okay.
Good girl. Now, we are going to be heading into town.
Okay.
Would you like it to come with?
Of course.
Matt, would you like to come with as well?
You see him kind of shake his head no.
Okay.
I'm working on something.
Is it something I should ask you about, or is it something you're not going to answer?
You see him kind of look up and like look up to the left and look up to the right, and he's like, yes.
Okay. I won't bother you about it.
Good.
Millie, are you ready to go?
Oh, Millie, while you're out, I need some more of that green stuff. Millie's just like, okay.
You know, I said I wasn't going to. I'm not going
So
to
don't
ask.
ask.
I'm not going to ask.
I'm just gonna say that if something bad were to happen, and Millie had already talked, you guys would still know something happened.
You sure? He just kind of like looks to the left and then looks to the right. I don't. Okay.
Also, if you see lots of smoke from the docks, you should probably come to them.
It's really
He looks to
absurd.
the left and then looks to the right. It is like. Okay.
Yeah,
Well-
that's smart, Millie says. He's gonna make. Oh wait, no, he doesn't want.
Don't throw up.
That was weird.
Was it a train?
Yep. Matt's gonna be a little dynamite guy.
He's magical.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
I'm calling it now. He's got magic powers.
No, he's just Rico from Penguins of Madagascar.
Sabotage!
Yes, Rico Kaboo.
Accidentally makes C4.
Actually, he's much more like Kowalski.
Kowalski?
I think.
Yeah.
But anyway, Mark. She looks at you and she's like, "Yeah, he's gonna make." Oh wait, no, he doesn't want me to tell. Doesn't want anyone to know until he has it done. But it's gonna be so cool. Just and
Burn the ship down.
and whoosh.
Matt, I know you don't want anybody to know,
Mhm.
but I can talk to Goron. He's currently on the dock. And if you would like to do your creation on the dock by him, I will make sure he doesn't ask any questions. You don't have to tell him what it is, but maybe don't do it inside the ship. But
Why not?
on
Not gonna hurt nothing.
but on the dock of the port, where if something goes bad, it doesn't necessarily hurt our ship. Just the worst case scenario. I live by a creed of be prepared for anything,
But smoke doesn't hurt a ship.
but it could hurt lots of people on the ship. You don't have to
I'll
tell
do it
him
on the
what
deck.
is.
I just don't want to be on the dock. People go on the dock. I don't want to deal with people. I don't like people.
Fair enough. I can understand the sentiment. As long as you work on the deck, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
With that being said, Millie, are you ready to leave?
Yeah, we gotta go stab someone.
We're definitely going to go talk to Luna to see if she'll go with us, but then we will go into town. Maybe we might stab somebody. But
Yeah, we're gonna go
only,
stab someone.
but only if I tell you that you can stab somebody. Do you
Oh.
promise to listen to me?
I always listen to you.
And you're honest. You're an honest badass.
I'm an honest badass, and I always listen to you.
Only when I tell you to stab somebody.
Okay,
Alright, let's go.
let's go. And that's where we're gonna end Usur's conversation. And we're gonna go over to Goron.
Yay! Yeah, I'm just gonna go down, down the little gangplank, up the dock, to like in front of the ship, where I am still in direct sight of the ship and the gangplank and everything. I'm going to sit down out of the way of the main little street or whatever, and I am going to use my Bloom primal chant to create a harmless, pleasant scent to try and draw animals to my location,
Okay.
along with actually trying to coax them myself.
Yeah. I feel like you have a skill in mind for this.
Would I be able to use animal handling?
Yes, that will be perfectly fine. And I'm gonna give you a 3 TA with the bloom.
Wait. Boop. Okay, so I got a 14, and you said plus a TA?
Yeah.
So that's a 15?
Okay. With the 15, you do get a couple strays to come up.
Yeah, give them little scritches. If they will allow it. But, like introduce myself first, obviously. I know, they're... yeah, I'm an unfamiliar person, and they're nervous anyway, so make sure they're comfortable with everything. Give them a little snack. Give them scritches, and then use my... Commune with Beast chant. Also does not cost me spell points. I choose one beast within range, so I'll just do them alternately or whatever, one at a time. And I will communicate simple emotions and basic information, or that I will ask them to, about anything they would see as noteworthy that has happened in the last 24 hours.
Okay. Last 24 hours.
So let me do this so you can see it.
Yeah,
There we
no,
go.
you're fine. So they start. Well, there was that smoke cloud that came in yesterday. Well,
Oh, yeah.
not really a smoke cloud. I guess it's a fog cloud that came in
Yeah.
yesterday. There's these like kids that are running around and leaving yummy treats around. Well, kid, one guy, last night. There was me. They didn't feed us this morning, which was weird. Normally the armor ones feed us. But they did not feed us. And another... Like, it lasts long enough for you to get this on all three of them. So another cat's gonna be like, that's because it was different people today instead of yesterday. Or like most days. And the one that was talking at first was just like, oh, right.
Interesting.
Is there anything specific that you want to know if we noticed in the last 24 hours? Because, like, all of you two-leggers are weird.
Indeed, we are. Have you noticed groups of people being led by other people or some of the armored ones out of this two-legger area?
I mean, yeah, I mean, there's like the group that goes to the north. They go out through Slicer's territory, and Slicer's just a mean little fucker. I don't deal with him much.
And context clues would tell me Slicer is another stray.
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all, Goron is so tempted to tell them they can go onto the ship. You have no idea right now.
I would not be mad at cats.
Huh?
I would not be mad at a bunch of stray cats on the ship.
I wouldn't have an issue with it.
Okay.
Good with it.
So, okay. I don't know how much more they can tell me, but Goron will ask, this group that goes to the north, is it always the same, as far as you can tell, the same two-leggers, or is it different?
Well, so like, there's like some that come and go, and a lot of them just go. I didn't see the other ones come back yet. But I did get into a fight with Slicer the other day. So I didn't get quite as close as I normally would, because Slicer's...
We need Slicer.
Yeah, Slicer seemed to be the boy, bro.
Right?
Slicer's gonna be the cat that's got like, you know, like he always has his eyes closed, but like one's got like a big scratch over it. He's got scars all over his body.
Yeah.
We're gonna have like our own little army of cats. And Slicer's gonna be their captain.
What would be the best way to talk with Slicer?
Go into the sewers and find him.
Interesting.
He's big. You will recognize him. He is big, like really big.
What sort of animal, what sort of cat is Slicer?
Slicer's not a cat.
My apologies. What sort of animal is Slicer?
Big rat.
All right. Well, that is all very, very helpful information. Thank you all wonderfully. I would like to extend an invitation onto, and I'll gesture to the ship, our ship, if you would like. A safe place to rest and be away from Slicer.
You gonna give us nummies?
We have plenty of food, yes.
I want that clipped.
Yeah.
I want that clipped.
Maybe.
I don't think I can record. Damn it.
By the way, I'm just gonna mute that. I want that clipped. I want that clipped. Because the maybe was in cat character.
All right. Well, if you choose to, I would be grateful, and I would do my best to find anything you need to be comfortable. But of course, it is your decision. And that,
Maybe.
and that offer is for all three of them. So
You take you feel like the one that's been doing most of the speaking is probably the leader.
Yeah.
But now I have to think about what kind of cats they are. That's a talk for another day. Lesh and Zephyr, what are you all getting into?
We were headed to
You're headed to the apothecary. You got super quiet, by the way.
I got a little too far away from my microphone. Is that better?
That's
Yes.
much better. Okay, so you guys are going to the apothecary. Go ahead and roll me a d6.
Oh no. I'm
Yay,
scared. The two
I
of
always-
us are out together. This
It's okay,
is
just don't roll a 1.
recipe for disaster.
No.
I always love these.
Oh. Okay. You all make your way into the city once more. Unlike last night, where when you left there was no one out, it seems like everyone is out. There are multiple different types of Kleppen, and Trollkin seem to be predominant here. However, there's also a splattering of humans and Earthcow and everything else.
Well, yeah, I think Les is kind of keeping his head down and trying to make his way to the apothecary.
You all walked into the apothecary. The sickly flower. Inside, you see like a dark gray brunei with like almost fluorescent green hair. And you hear the voice, and it's like, "Oh, hello, dear. How are you doing?" And then she takes notice of the second one, and she's like, "Oh, hello, dear. What can I get for you?"
Hello. How are you doing, beautiful?
"I am doing quite well."
I'm very happy to hear that. Then, Zephyr, was there anything you needed in particular while we're here, or?
I don't have anything particular. I'd like to see, what you've got.
I am an apothecary, so I have, plenty of first aid things. I also brew potions on demand.
What do the potions you make here?
I have a specialty for health and health potions and potions of the fundamental, of course,
Again, that's where it gets fun.
The fundamentals.
I also brew a mean Drake's Breath elixir.
I haven't heard of that. What's a Drake's Breath elixir?
You drink it and you exhale fire, my dear.
That sounds fun.
Sounds absolutely wonderful.
Sounds like something you sure could put in the amulet.
That'd be pretty badass. What are your prices, love?
This economy is kind of going to shit. It depends on what in particular you're looking for. A potion of the fundamental will be 2,000 silver pieces. A Drake's Blood elixir will be 4.
I'm getting
1,000.
the vibe of this town more and more. Holy shit.
Hey, bougie.
Ain't cheap here.
and I bet they buy everything for 85%.
You wish.
Oh lord.
65.
You wish.
Lesh does not like this town very much. What about just basic some herbs and spices for our ship's cook?
Oh yeah, I have plenty of those. Anything that you want to buy will be done at 1.5 times price, and selling is at 0.5 book value.
I hate it so much.
Yeah. I miss Jasper.
You notice this one's very similar. Hello, how are you?
It is different. It has different inflection. Slightly.
Well, this
different
one's a
inflection.
woman, so.
I get
There's
more
the
like
distinction.
you get more
Alright,
like that upper class kind of Cruella de Vil almost kind of tone from it.
They're from District 1. I'm also assuming all this is getting cut, so.
Yeah, at this point, yeah.
But yeah, Les would continue with well, yes, I appreciate you letting us know. Is there anything that you need any help with, dearest? I can maybe a certain herb or plant on this island that's a little harder to collect than others, or something that we could give help to. I always like helping people out.
You know, I would very much enjoy it if you could find, the Coalmark Lock. But no one has been able to find it. But they say that in Coalmark, the Coalmark Lock, you can find a purple plant with red leaves.
Okay, purple plant, red leaves in the Coalmark Lock. What exactly is a Coalmark and how would I get there?
Oh, no one knows how to find it.
Oh, okay, so that's part of the fun. So, what is known about this beautiful Coalmark?
Well, Coalmark Lock, it's the voice for anyone that wants to take notes here. It is Coalmark Lock.
Coalmark Lock.
Sounds like it hurts.
Where what would be a good place to begin our search for such a thing?
Outside of town.
Would that be to the north or
You could go north or east, or, I mean, if you wanted to go south and go back to sailing, I guess you could try that.
No. Well, thank you. We shall keep our eye out to let you know if we can find this the Coalmark Lock.
Oh, I didn't happen to catch your names.
I go by Les.
my name's Jack. I don't feel like Zephyr's a good name to start throwing out around this
I
town.
am just known as Mother Jade. Liz and Jack.
Wasn't someone else called Mother too? Or am I going crazy? I think I'm going crazy. What was I thinking about? Oh yeah, we were talking to the mom. It was the mom of the kids. I was thinking about the mom that we had left widowed.
Okay. I was like, I don't think I've put Mother on anything else.
No, yeah, I was just still thinking about Klep's wife.
You mean his widow?
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you, Mother Jade. Yes. Like I said, I'll let you know if we find it, and I may be back for that Drake's potion. I would love to feel like a dragon, dragonborn,
Hulk.
dragon talk.
It does sound very fun.
And Lesh is gonna make like browse around kind of the spices and stuff, and like make a list of what he would want for cooking spices and baking stuff, like baking spices. And then be like, if I do not find the Komaklak before I'm back, I will be back to get some spices before I leave for sure.
Okay. I look forward to seeing you again, my dear.
You as well, my love.
It was very nice meeting you.
And you as well, Jack.
She knows. She knows.
Chino,
Yeah,
Chino,
I'm
Chino.
sure he wasn't very smooth and just back with my
That's the name that
Minus.
you gave her.
yeah, but with my freaking -2 charisma, he's probably like, my name's Jack.
When I'm looking around, can I try to take a like just a really like do a good check as I'm looking around spice, see if there's anything that kind of gives me any funky vibes?
Give me an awareness check. And you're looking for vibes, so
Yeah, Lesh has been around a lot of apothecaries. He knows when some shit seems like this is like a
I said
fucking-
awareness. I'm not taking perceiving.
Oh, my bad.
vibes.
It is 15 then, -2
Okay.
of that.
I just there are skills that are vibe based,
Yes, 100%.
but I was like not perceiving.
Nature
Um,
looks good too.
With a 15, it kind of comes across as a woman that is struggling to make ends meet as you're kind of looking around.
Maybe your damn prices were lower.
I
But
think the problem is that they're not getting enough traffic, and so they have to increase the prices
yeah,
to probably pay for the inordinate taxes that the family is charging them. Is my guess.
okay. Well,
Gotta pay that protection fee.
with that, Lesh will make his way out. And Zephyr, was there any stop that you wanted to make while we were out before we regroup and or try to find anything out around the town?
I wouldn't mind seeing if there was some sort of arms shop, but I imagine the prices won't be any better anywhere else in town.
No, yeah, it seems like it's quite through the roof here when it comes to economy.
Everything here seems to be way overpriced.
Yes, and I think even if we are gonna go shopping, we probably want to stop back at the ship because I'm realizing now, and Les is gonna pat his pockets and be like, I don't have any of the silver coin on me. I keep forgetting that we did a group fight. I'm not used to this at all. But yes, mine's all in the chest. So
Yeah, didn't think about that myself.
yeah, no, I meant to leave with those spices. It was not supposed to come back later. I just realized that was broke.
I will take awareness checks from Zephyr and Les if you guys make your way back to the ship.
Would you take perceiving?
Yeah, I'll take perceiving.
18 for me.
I got a 6.
You guys make it most of the way back.
That's not a good sense.
And after a little bit, you make a turn and then another turn. And that further. You're noticing that like you made a turn, and then you noticed 3 people made the same turn behind you. Then you made another turn, and it's the same 3 people.
Okay.
They are dressed in rather fancier clothing, wearing almost like a suit. You notice that there is 1 Urcal and 2 elves.
Is it a polar bear or a cow?
It is not a polar bear.
Okay.
Lesh, I don't look directly behind us, but I believe we're being followed.
uh, the okay. Do we want to engage? Do we want to lead them to a place that's easier to engage? What are you feeling in this moment? And this is why we're still walking.
Are we like down an alley at the moment that we walked, or are we just down like a road?
At the moment, I think you're going down one of the roads. You would see alleys to the right and left.
And is it still pretty populated area?
At the moment.
Okay. I'm already. I see what you're saying, and I'm already headed that direction.
I don't know. I didn't say anything.
Yeah. Should we alert the others and try to meet at some place with the group, just in case this turns into a violent altercation?
Yes, I'm not against the idea of that. I worry about causing a fuss for nothing. I mean, it is a busy street. Are we sure they're following us?
They definitely all 3 took the same turn as us. It felt very deliberate.
Yes, and I say probably warn the others, let them know of where we're heading. Maybe, yeah, like you said, the rendezvous point to handle the application.
And about how far are we from the ship?
I mean, a good bit. I'd say the ship's not in sight. You're probably about to the walls.
Okay.
I just realized I probably have y'all sitting on the wrong map at the moment.
Yeah, we're on the docks map.
Yeah. So
You're
left.
probably somewhere in this general area.
Okay. Well, that's not that far. I would say.
This is also a 5 foot to 500 foot scale.
Yeah, but I mean, like, that's. At least from the map wise, there doesn't seem to be a whole lot between us and the wall. I would probably say. I say, before we just alert the others. We should let's try and just make our way towards the ship and see if they continue to follow us.
Sounds like a plan to me, my friend. I shall let you keep a better eye on them, since you seem to have a better read on them at the moment. I'll continue to go my merry way.
And with that, I will also kind of just direct Smudge to kind of separate from us a little bit and kind of circle around, keeping an eye on them basically have Smudge follow them while they're following us.
So you all would make it roughly to where the gate to the third dock is. Yes, they are still following. But as you start making your way to the gate, Smudge would notice that one of the people that are following you waves his hand at the guards and then points at you.
I'm gonna guide Lesh directly away from the gates. Just we're going sideways. And
And I think with that, straight attempt to start running away from this,
not so much running, just casually like, let's go this way.
I'm using the phrasing "running away"
Yeah.
as like the general phrasing. I think that is where we're gonna end this episode.
I knew. Hey, thanks for listening to episode 29. We hope you guys enjoyed listening to it as much as we enjoyed recording it. And if you guys catch us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Threads, and TikTok under Tales of Evard Podcast, there's links to our link tree in the episode description. And if you really enjoyed the episode, give us a rating on whichever podcatcher you use, and catch us on Discord. We'd love to hear from you guys. Thank you.